Before we started the podcast, you were talking about four pillars that you see as kind of your mental framework for what the marketer needs to do. And value was one of those, but maybe you can go through that.
As a business to business marketer, not just in the security business, but I think this is applied to many other business to business situations also. I sort of look at us as marketers as having sort of like four key pillars that like make up what we do as marketers. And those pillars are one is typically we're selling a product or a service. That is what we're in the business of doing, right? We're not selling a feeling. We're selling a product or a service. We're not selling, sort of like a flat brand. We're trying to build some value. So that product or service that we sell, the solutions that come out of that and the value that you get from those solutions and the return on investment, that is a core piece of what we're doing. That's one of the pillars. That pillar, if you take that goes into the hands of customers, those customers see their version of that value. They realize certain gains. Those are where, we talk about the customer stories, the voice of the customer. You've done podcasts on the voice of the customer. Well, for us, that's really important because we want to be able to see how that particular product and solution we've built, how it's basically manifest with the customer and what value they're seeing there. Those two things combine to basically contribute to us establishing awareness and brand. The brand and awareness selling into a CISO or a CTO or a chief information officer, CIO, is all about kind of like, how are you going to help me do my job correctly? And how do you help me keep out of trouble, right? How do I make money? How do I save money? And how do I stay out of trouble?
And to your point, if that's articulated in the voice of the customer who's already received value, it's not only just heard better, but it's trusted more.
Absolutely. And it gives you real meaty proof points that people can relate to. If I'm a healthcare company, I want to know what other healthcare companies are doing with this. If I'm a financial services company, how are they doing it? If I'm a logistics company, how are they doing it? All of that then contributes to demand. As marketers, we spend a lot of time on demand generation and demand creation. But really that, these things all contribute to that demand creation. So those are my sort of like those four pillars: products, customers, brand built out of that product and customer experience that drive eventually and that can be used to drive demand.